All right, ladies and gentlemen, time has come to talk about the elephant in the room, so to speak, thing that's been floating around for a few days. First of all, what's going on, everyone? This is your host with the most, Billy Jim, coming at you guys with yet another video, hitting you with the 2-for-1 today. So, Louis Riddick, over Memorial Day weekend, sent out a tweet that really raised some eyebrows among NFL fans. And what he said was Carson Wentz is going to win the league MVP in 2019. First thing I want to say is I like Louis Riddick. I don't like to watch ESPN because most of the time it's a bunch of biased bullshit, and it's just people wanting to gas up the same players. Tom Brady this, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, talk about the Cowboys and what the Cowboys are going to do this year and how they have all this so much more talent than the Philadelphia Eagles and how Carson Wentz can't stay healthy. So for Louis Riddick to come out and say something like this is definitely a little different than what I'm used to seeing when I am just hanging out and I just watch ESPN. I just turn ESPN on and listen to them talk about whatever. So this raised eyebrows, not just among me or some of my viewers that are watching right now who are diehard Eagles fans. It raised eyebrows among NFL fans. NFL fans think that's a joke. They think it's a joke for people to think Carson Wentz has the ability to be the MVP of the league. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why, because I really don't know the answer to that. I really don't. Carson Wentz, he has all the tools, physical tools. He has the traits. He can command the huddle. He's a great leader. I don't care what Joseph Mosquito, call him Joseph Mosquito, because he just tries to suck the blood out of people. And I just want to smack the shit out of him. Anyway, he was on WIP radio station this morning. And I don't listen to WIP because I think WIP is garbage. But I clicked on an article on Twitter where it basically summarized what he said, and they had the clip of what he said. And I didn't listen to the whole thing. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys are interested in listening to that. It's up to you guys. But I pretty much listened to it, and I like everything he had to say. He said, first of all, Carson Wentz is a fierce competitor. Number one, he doesn't want to be remembered as just the guy that Nick Foles took over for and won a Super Bowl for. Okay, he wants to get that monkey off of his back. Now, I'm going to throw something out there that could raise some eyebrows. But tell me this doesn't remind you of Steve Young and Joe Montana. Joe Montana was, before Tom Brady came along, but most people thought Joe Montana was the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. And Steve Young, when Steve Young finally won a Super Bowl, there's like a clip that's been played a million times. You can go to YouTube, you can go to NFL Films, they show it on NFL Network. There's a clip of Steve Young when he's standing on the sideline after the 49ers won another Super Bowl. And he's like, get this monkey off my back. And they figuratively take the imaginary monkey off of his back. So the monkey that's on Carson Wentz's back is the people that saying he'll never be a winner. People that are saying we should have kept Nick Foles. People that are saying he will never stay healthy. He will never overcome these injuries. These are the monkeys that are on his back that he has to overcome. So Louis Riddick is basically saying He has all these monkeys on his back, but he wants it so bad that he will take those monkeys off of his back this season. He also went on to talk about what the Philadelphia Eagles have done to put a great team around him. What was one of our problems last season? Didn't have a down the field threat. What do? You bring back the best down the field threat wide receiver in the league. A guy who at age 31 years old, to the people that think, oh, well, he's 32 years old, he's slowing down. A guy who led the league in yards per reception, Deshaun Jackson. He's back. So you add a deep threat. You bring in Alshon. Well, you've already had Alshon Jeffrey here. You bring in J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Nelson Aguilar's coming back. Draft Miles Sanders in the first round. A lot of people were freaking out because of his hamstring injury. Guess what? The guy's fine. It wasn't that serious. Bringing in Jordan Howard, solidifying that running game. Drafting a left tackle in the first round, solidifying the offensive line. Got a good defense in place. This defense could very, very easily be a top 10 defense without question if everyone stays healthy. Last year we had a lot of injuries in the secondary. If we don't have the same amount of injuries, our defense is going to be good. The whole team from top to bottom is a very good team. It's a great team. This team could very easily be one of the top seeds in the NFC. So you take a look at everything that the Philadelphia Eagles have done to put Carson Wentz in a situation to where he can be successful. And you combine that with how motivated he is to prove this fan base wrong. And make no mistake about it, the Philadelphia Eagles fan base, I'm not calling anyone out. If you're watching this video, I mean, no disrespect towards anyone. But this fan base, the way they have turned their back on Carson Wentz is embarrassing. And he is out to prove all these fans wrong, all these critics wrong, all these analysts wrong. So why can't Carson Wentz be the league MVP this year? I don't see what's in his way. There's going to be a lot of great players that are going to be contending for that. Patrick Mahomes is phenomenal. He is special. He is a special player, man. I love to watch Patrick Mahomes play the game. The guy, he's on another level. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson. Louis Riddick mentioned all these guys in his interview, but he said Carson Wentz has the same competitive spirit that any of them have. And he has something they don't have. No one is saying, oh, the Packers should have kept Nick Foles over Aaron Rodgers. They should have kept Nick Foles over Drew Brees. They should have kept Nick Foles over Russell Wilson. They're not saying these things about these guys. Why? Because they just don't have that hanging over them. Carson Wentz has all the motivation in the world. He has all the tools in the world. He has all the support around him in the world to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's very frustrated too. So that frustration will be taken out on NFL defenses this year. And I can tell you right now, it ain't going to be pretty. So that sums up the interview as well as my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That being said, guys, keep that same energy. It's your host with the most, Philly Jim. I'll see you guys next time.